Shahab, Judge 1 Croatia, Judge 2 Uganda, Judge 3 Egypt, Judge 4 Canada, Judge 5 Chinese Taipei.
Interestingly, the in-ring referee also from Iraq. There shouldn't be too much lost in translation should the need arise to explain something. Of course, he's lived a long time in Germany, so I would imagine that Abdul Jabbar knows a few other languages too now.
Round 1.
Yet again, a contrast in styles. We've moved further up in terms of the weight categories. A slightly taller Yaqub. Abdul Jabbar, a pocket rocket in many respects. Will probably pack a punch. That's where Yaqub can actually use his height to very good effect in this 90 kg category. First quarterfinal. All 4 quarterfinals to be played back-to-back, so we'll also see the Indian boxer in action, Naveen Kumar. That will be the 3rd quarterfinal, and he'll be in action against Beksat Dangatar of Kazakhstan. Abdul Jabbar looking to be as positive as we expected him to be. And so far he has landed a few decent punches, but just gets his first little warning from the referee. Now Tutak has to find a way to work around this early aggression from his opponent. Good punch landed. Standing count goes up to 7. Good start here by Tutak. Into the last 10 seconds. I would think that Tutak has just edged ahead in this bout as a result of that standing count. Some strong punches landed by the top seed. Abdul Jabbar tried to be as positive as possible, but from time to time, Adam Tutak with some good shots.
Second round. Round 2.
Tutak carrying on with that same positivity, with that same confidence from the first round. Abdul Jabbar looking to be a lot more positive in the second round. What's been effective about Polish Tutak has been the fact that he has landed some decisive blows. It's not been offense all the way, but when he does get on the offensive, then he does make his punches count. That is such a good attribute, especially in this form of boxing. Mix it up with a solid defense and you have pretty much an impregnable game plan. Even in this round, what he's doing very cannily is making sure that it's Abdul Jabbar who's forced into some of those errors. Then he just gets defensive, gets onto the ropes and forces the official to come in and break it up. Landed a good left hook. Adam Tutak hasn't really stretched himself too much, but he has still done quite a bit in this bout to take himself out of arm's length of his opponent. Plenty of encouragement for both the boxers, but understandably Adam Tutak's bench is sounding a little bit more animated. Right by the side of the ring and just making themselves heard their ward's ears. Bit better towards the end of that round from Abdul Jabbar. But Adam Tutak has played this one very smartly. Kept himself going. Used the ropes, used breaks in play to just break up the momentum from his German opponent. As of now, it's absolutely split right down the middle. There's two judges or three judges who've given it 19 apiece to both of them. And two judges who have actually called both rounds in favor of one or the other. So it's 1-1. Everything to play for going into this third and final round.
Third and final round.
Been smart from Abdul Jabbar. Moving in swiftly, getting some punches going and then quickly gets out of the way. As effective as any strategy can be. Whole idea in sport, in any sport, I suppose, is to enforce some errors out of your opponent, and that's what Abdul Jabbar has been able to do out of Adam Tutak. Couple of good combinations landed by the Polish boxer. Slugfest has also taken a little bit more out of Adam as compared to Abdul Jabbar. Abdul Jabbar looking fresher of the two boxers in the middle. Lots of perspiration as well on the Polish boxer's jersey. A little smarter in terms of some of his dressing there from German boxer. Upper exposes a lot more of his physique, especially the back of his shoulder or so. Landed a few good punches in this round as well. This too is going down the wire, it would seem. In fact, in all likelihood, Abdul Jabbar with a slight advantage in this third round. He has the momentum on his side. Oh, a couple of good blows. Adam Tutak once again enforces a standing count. Could that be just about enough to clinch this in favor of the man from Poland? You would say the German boxer has had his moments more frequently. But Tutak has just landed some more decisive punches right through this contest. Into the last few seconds. Now, who's won this one? Both boxers appear quite jubilant. Adam Tutak probably got those good punches in towards the end of that third round. But Abdul Jabbar was definitely quite positive all the way through. Tipping the ear, one of those punches, second time as well. Definitely good aggression shown by both boxers, especially as the match wore on. Clumsy to begin with, but both settling into a nice rhythm. The match wore on. All set pretty much for the verdict.
Split decision. In the red corner, representing Poland, Utak Adam Zakop.
It is Adam Jakub Tutak from Poland who wins this. It's a split decision. It did get close, but the top seed goes through. No knockout this time, but he still performed admirably well, and one could see why he tends to get a lot of knockouts. He does punch hard. Winning that third round quite decisively, and that worked in his favor because it had been split right down the middle till that point. Overall, a sluggish start from both men, but Tutak, both in the first round as well as the third round, enforced a standing count, which probably went in his favor in terms of just making the judges lean his way. The decisiveness in those punches was fairly obvious. But it was a game fight from Abdul Jabbar. Definitely gave a good account of himself, especially in that second round. But in the end, goes to the